Okay, good morning everyone. I am Febi Marthazellah. I am a student of Bengkulu University. Thank you for chance for as a presenter in IFICO 2020 International Virtual Conference on the Language and Literature on September 18 until 19, 2020 by Polytechnic Negeri Malang. Thank you so much. Well, for this opportunity, I will present my presentation with the title is Using Need Analysis for Preparatory Opening a New Course. Right, we are going the first slide, background. English is the important language in era 4.0 industry. And the second is the role of English as the language of the communication in the world is indisputable. As we know, English is a language that as a media or source to getting some information in the world. Those English language teaching is a dynamic field for the teacher, for the researcher, for the student to getting or searching material that they can use in the class or in the for the assignment for everything that they want. And here chat sent at Hall 2016 state that the result indicate that students do not always learn the skill that employer want. Here, learner and teachers should seek to understand the skill that employers hope for workplace. In this case, student not only learn in the right now, but it can evolve to another another field like job or everything everything in the future. And in another side, many parents hope their children learn English well. Is it because they believe English can send their children into the real life in the world to getting to make better their life in the future? Like there is so many scholarship by using English language. Maybe the student wants to going to follow their study in the abroad, like in Singapore, USA, in the Malaysia, or etc. So it is one of the base or basic when we are going to prepare a new course for our learner in maybe in the surrounding us. Yeah, so need analysis is very important because Nation 2010 researcher will search for need analysis first in order to know already and what they need to know in surrounding them. It is better than before we are going to start to teach how to implement our material to the learner. So the next step is for this study, I will divide into two research questions. The first is what is present situation of learner when preparatory opening new course, and the second is what is target situation of learner when preparatory opening new course. So in this present situation, I will divide into the 4 items, and the second is I will divide it into 3 items. Next, we are going to literature review. Yes, in the literature review, there are, I show only 2 definition of need analysis. The first from expert Nation and the second is Jordan. Nation 2010 states that need analysis has relationship with the goal and content of a course. Yes, that's right. A need analysis as the base or uh, a guide how we can settle the goal and content of a course in the future. Based on that, Jordan in 1997 defines that the need analysis is the preliminary stage of designing courses, syllabus, material, and the sort of educational activities that take place. Here, one what I say before is it the base or base is the first step when you are going to make or prepare a new course. Next, we are going to why-need analysis. It is three, I showed only three reasons why we use need analysis. Is the first is as means as the getting wider input into the contents, design and implementation of the language materials. The second is it can be used in creating and setting up goals, objectives, and content of language materials. And the third is as data for evaluating a language materials. Yes, of course. This is the fundamental or basic how we design, how we are implementation in our language material in the classroom before we we know how the skill the learner have. Yeah, right. Now, next is methodology. Methodology from here, I take 30 students from the three different school, especially in elementary school in Bengkulu province, which consists of the 12 males and 18 females. And how about the data collection? Data collection here use a descriptive research design with the use and derivation questionnaire with open-ended question based on the nation theory. Next, we are going to result and discussion. Last, like I say before, in the research question, we are going to divide into two parts. The first is the present situation of learner. I will divide into 4 items, and the second is in the target situation of learner. I will divide into 3 items. Okay, we are start to the first item for have ever studied. Here, the results show that a half of learner have ever studied English, a half, and the rest did not. Why? Because in this province, Bengkulu province, we use 2013 curriculum that English is not a main study, but on the optional study. So it is a case that Bengkulu not only not all elementary school use English as a main course. Yes. The second is interesting of student to study. The results show that 16% very interested, 30% interested, and 10% enough interested. The third is how the learner study English for the have ever studied. The learner have 40% using audiovisual class, like they use video, watching films, or listening to the music, listening a conversation based on voice, and 60% using the traditional class, only listen to the teacher on the class, in the class I mean. And the last is the weakness learner in the present situation. A half of learner had weakness in all abilities like grammar, pronunciation, vocabulary, etc. So here maybe because 16% using traditional class, so grammar, pronounce, or vocabulary is not to improve more. So the next is in the target situation of learner. learner interest in to improve their English, only the 70% very interested, 20% interested, and 10% enough interested. And reasoning why the learner want to learn more: 20% for having fun, 30% for success in the English, so 15% for comprehension of English, and the last is the material needed. Only 18% they need all materials, and rest only needed a part of material, maybe because they have ever studied in the school a little bit. They ever study about what I present in my questionnaire, and then maybe they join to another course, maybe. I don't know exactly. So I think enough for my presentation today. We are we are going to the conclusion. The conclusion is there are two big areas where needed when preparatory a new course. The first is in the present situation of learner, and the second is in the target situation of learner. Thank you so much. Thank you for your attention. Good morning and bye-bye. Thank you.